Okay, so when you see the digit, that means it's not talking about the value, it's talking about the number itself, right? So it's 8a plus 8b equals 10a plus b plus 8. Okay, so we have 7b equals 2a plus 8. Okay, so we can just try the different answers. So when b equals 1, it's impossible, right? When b equals 2, if b equals 2, then a equals what? 6. Oh, sorry, 3, what I'm doing. Correct, everybody? Okay, 老师跟着晚上不能吃冰棍啊，吃了冰棍呢，脑子都不清楚了，对不对？ Okay, so let's see. If b equals 3, so 21 minus 8 equals 13. 13不能被2整除，所以 b 不能等于3。那 b 能不能等于4呢？ So 7 times 4 equals 28. And 28 minus 8 equals 20. So 2a equals 20, a equals 10. It's impossible. A must be a one-digit number. So the number must be a equals 3 and b equals 2. It's 32. Correct, everybody? Okay, so this is how we get it, okay? When you see the digit, you don't find the value of the number, okay? So let's take a look at this one. So 32 plus 8 equals 40. And 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 times 8 equals 40. So that's why we get it right, okay? So now let's take a look at number 10. Everybody, do you understand this last question? Okay, so now let's take a look at this one, okay? So James' age in 2008 was the sum of all the digits of his year of birth. How old was James in 2008? So let's take a look at this one. So 2008 was 好，我们不知道他多少岁，对不对 ？OK，那我问你们一下，James 的 age 有没有可能是个3位数字的？有没有可能？啊，不可能啊！James 已经123岁了，可不可能？No, impossible, right? Okay, so if James is only 4 years old, 他会不会说 sum of all the digits 呀？也不可能，对不对？啊，那我猜 James 就是1990几年生的，对不对？ So 11 something, that makes sense, okay? So now let's take a look at this one. How old was James in 2008? I don't know. So we can just say James, the age into the was the sum of all the digit of his year of birth. So we can say he was born at 1ABC，可不可以？可不可以？对不对？因为我觉得他应该是19几年生的，如果他是2004年生，他只有4岁，对不对？
Sorry, doesn't if he's 5 years old, then 2003 and 2 plus 3 equals 5.
Yeah, so I think he is a 2-digit year old. I guess. Let's just make a guess. 因为他说 the age with the sum of all the digit, maybe yes, but 你想一想啊，如果他是个个位数的啊，Jeff，你听一下啊，他如果是个9岁，比如说9是不是最大的个位数，对不对？好了，那你想好了，他如果是9岁，then he must be born in 1999, right？那你看1加9加9可不可以等于9了？不可能，对不对？那你再想想看好了，他肯定是个19几年生的，对不对？或者他是2003也有可能，对，2003对，有可能，对不对？那我们试试看嘛。So we can try it. So if his age is a one-digit number, so maybe it's 2 something something something, right? Correct? Okay. But if he is the age is 2-digit number, so he must be 19 something something, correct? Or 18 something something. So I'm going to just write it as 1 something something something. Can we do that? Okay, so let's just do as Jeffrey said. So we just assume that he was born at 2000 something something something. Why I said 2008? Because 他不可能是2012年生的，因为如果是2012年生的，他还没出生，对不对？他的 age 是 0, so it's impossible. So it's 2008. Can we see that? Okay, so the age of James is exactly just 2008 minus 2008. Correct? So basically is 8 minus 8 equals 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 8. 对不对? Everybody, do you agree with me? Okay, so very good. We're on the very good way, okay? So 8, so that means 8, 2 move there will be 6 equals 2a. So a equals 3. So James is born at 2003. And when she was born in 2003, her age is 5 years old. Correct? Okay, so this is a right answer. But is it possible that he was 2-digit years? 有没有可能？有可能的，对不对？那就是 A, B, C. Correct, everybody? Okay, so let's see. What is the age of James? Is 2008 minus 1000 ABC. Correct? The age equals 1 plus A plus B plus C. Am I right, everybody? Okay, so I want you to starting to do this one. Okay, so how do we do this? So this one equals what? Equals 2008 minus 1000 minus 100A minus 10B minus C equals 1 plus A plus B plus C. Correct, everybody? Good. Okay, so 1008, sorry, 1007, because I can move this one here. 1007 equals 101A plus 11B plus 11C. Correct, everybody? Okay, so now based on that, can you tell me A equals what, B equals what, and C equals what? Okay, I want you to do yourself. Okay, when you finished, please send the answer to me, okay? Oh, nobody still? Okay, so let's take a look at guess, okay, everybody? Because 101 times A, the A must equals to 9. Do you understand what I mean, everybody? 如果 A 等于8的话，只有808。 So end up with 11b and 1c, sorry, 2c. It's going to have too many numbers. It's not going to be take away. It's 200 something. 那 b 最大等于9 c 最大也等于9，所以不可能。So that's why a could only equals 9. Do you understand, everybody? We must have this one, okay? So if a equals 1, so 1007 minus 909 equals 11b plus 2c. Okay? So we have what? 8 and 98 equals 11b plus 2c. So now everybody, I want you to have the chart one, okay? So when b equals 8, c equals 5. Correct? Because 88 plus 10 equals 98. Okay, is it possible that b equals 9? Impossible because it's over 98. Is it possible that b equals 7? So 77 plus what equals 98? It's impossible, right? So that's why the answer is 1985. So basically for this question, there are two answers. It's either 2003 or 1985 because you can check. If he is born at 1985, so on 2008, her age is 23. And 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 5 also equals 23. Get everybody? Okay, I would like to see how you get the answer. I know some people said, oh, I can get it by guess. But that is how you, because when the number is getting bigger, it's impossible for you to guess it out. Correct, everybody? Okay, so we need to learn how to do it. Do you understand, everybody? Do you want me to explain again? 都懂了？不用了 OK 好 OK so today we're going to learn the thing is called maximum and minimum number. You're still like guessing, but the thing is when questions getting harder, it's impossible to guess everything. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So maximum and minimum value. Okay, so let's take a look at the first thing. Okay, so when the sum of two number is fixed, what does it mean? Like if you know, I told you, okay, there are two numbers, okay? So, sorry, sum of two numbers. Yeah, I put them together, plus them together. The bigger the difference is, the smaller the product, okay? So let's just to take a look at this one. Let me show you. So first of all, if I tell you there's a two number, okay, 8 plus b equals 20. Okay, everybody? I want you to tell me what is the biggest value of a times b if a and b are all whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers, that means there's no what negative or no decimals, no fractions allowed. Okay, Ethan? So I hope you can get me the answer very quickly. Okay, so everybody, I have seen a lot of students give me the answers. Okay, very good. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so when we have this one, we can try different ones, right? 1 and 19, 2 and 18, and 3 and 17, and 4 and 16. And you can just time them. You're going to find out the numbers getting bigger and bigger. And when they hit the biggest number, 100 is what? Is when they have no differences at all, correct? Okay, when they hit the when they are eating meet each other's, and that's the best time. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay,
Carrie, but isn't A and B like, don't they have to be different numbers?
yeah, so different one has different, because this question doesn't say A and B, it has to be different numbers, so this one could be.
Okay.
Okay, so let's practice this one. Okay, so when A and B plus together equals 15, what is the biggest possible value for A times B? And when ABC equals 15, what is the biggest possible value for A times B times C? Okay, very easy. Please, you do it.
Wait, is this still whole numbers?
Okay, very good. Yeah, they're whole numbers. Very good. Okay, both of them are right. Because A and B could be 7 times 8, and this one could be 5 times 5 times 5. Correct? Very good. Okay, so pretty easy. So let's take a look at the next one. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 can be only used for once to create a 3-digit number A and a 2-digit number B. Find the possible maximum value of A times B. Ollie, try not to write the thing on the board, okay? So yeah. So maybe it's not right, and maybe it's just to let the other people have the chance to try them as well.你在吃什么？啊？
冻的。我给你女儿吃了一块饼，然后做了个菜就行。
Okay, so we're gonna think about this one, okay, everybody? So we have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and there's a 3 number times 2 numbers, okay? So I'm going to just take a look at your answers, and I'm going to compare who is the best, okay? So I have received how about sad face? You tell me which 3 numbers, which 3-digit number times 2-digit number?
642 times 53.
642 times 53. Is this one your answer? Okay, so let me see. I also have another one is 632 times 54. Okay, so let me see. Does anybody? Okay, there's another one is 532 times 64. Okay, so everybody, let's see. 还有没有人不一样的
Carrie,
？Yeah.
were you supposed to write the answer or were you supposed to write the number times the number?
The number, give me the number.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we have 2 of them. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. 532 times 64. 532 times 64. Equals 34048. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. 642 times 53 equals 64026. Okay, 632 times 54 equals 34128. Okay, so I have another one. Oh, yeah, that's the same thing. Okay, so I think we have the winner. Correct? So the one who gave me 632 times 54 is the best answer. Okay, so let's just take a look at why this one is better. Okay, so everybody, the most important thing is put the biggest number on the 100 place. Correct? Because if you put 6 on the 100 place, you are having 600 something times anything. It's going to be a bigger number. Understand, Ali? Okay, so you put 500 something, it's already getting the number smaller. Okay, so these two, why this one is a winner? Because they are both 600 something times 50 something. Okay, so when we have the number closer, the better. Correct, everybody? So 632 and 54, the differences between them is smaller than 642 minus 53. Understand, everybody? So that's why this one is the winner. Get it? Okay, so now we're going to try the next one. Okay, so 2, 5, 6, 7, 3 can be only used once and find out the biggest number. The same thing. Okay. Okay, so I think I have received the best answer, right? Okay, so I have 952 times 76. Correct, everybody? I think everybody get the same answer. Good job, okay? I think you understand the method, right? Okay, so now let's take a look at this one. What if this time I give you 6 digit? Gordon, okay? So this time they're not 5 digit, it's 6 digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I would like to have the maximum number for these 3 digit times 3 digit. It means the class is actually over, not joking. You're a joker. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so I have received almost everybody's gave me the same answers. Very good. So at least everybody, you know, it should be 600 something times 500 something, right? So I'm going to make the smaller the better. So 621 and 543. Do you think it's right? Does anybody give me? Okay, so I think everybody is having the same answer, correct? 每个人是不是都一样？我看一下啊。Everybody's having the same answer, right, Ollie? Okay, good job. I think you already understand how to do it. Okay, so when the product is determined, when we can find the smallest sum, when we can find the biggest sum. Okay, so what does it mean? It's instead of telling you two numbers plus together, I'm telling you 5 times, sorry, not 5 times. Okay, so A times B equals 42. Okay, I want you to tell me A plus B maximum equals what? Everybody, please do it yourself.
Okay,我都是我说。
Very good, Daniel.
Okay, 都是我说。
Gordon, you're wrong. It's not. And instead of doing maximum, I want you to do maximum and the minimum at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, you go to the washroom.
Carrie, we have to do minimum, right?
Yeah, and the minimum.
Okay.
Okay, very good, Gordon. I have get the answer. Okay, so after I told you to calculate the minimum, so you know you're making mistakes, correct? Okay, so unlike when you have two numbers times together, 如果老师告诉你 a 加 b 等于42 okay? In order to make the maximum a times b, you make these two numbers the same. So it's 21 times 21, right? The closer, the better. But when you know the product of two numbers, when you want to get the maximum number, you want to make them the different, the bigger, the better. Correct, Ethan? So it's 41 plus 1 equals 42. Oh, sorry, 41 plus 2 equals 43. Okay, what I'm doing. And this one, this minimum is the small, the same, the better. So it's 6 plus 7 equals 13. So the biggest number is 43 and the smaller number is 13. Okay, I would like you to
Wait,
take
Carrie.
it notes. Uh-huh.
But 42,
Yeah,
Wait.
40.
41 times 2 is
Sorry,
not
sorry.
40.
Thank you. It's 42 plus 1, right? Like that. Sorry. Okay, so let's take a look at next one. Okay, the volume of a rectangular prism is 1,990 n. And the length, the width, and the height are integers. Please find out the minimum value of. I should not do that. I should tell you. I should do that is yeah, I should yeah, minimum value. Okay, just do that.
Carrie, can I go to the washroom?
Yeah, of course. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so we have a rectangular prism. So what is that? 所以用中文说的话，它就是个什么？是个长方体，对不对？ Okay, so when we say that in English is rectangular prism. Okay, so with the rectangular prism, we will have the length, the width, and the height. Correct, everybody? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So this is the rectangular prism. This is our length. This is our height. And this is our width. Okay, so we have this one and we want to try it. So what is the volume? How do we find out the volume is what? The length times height times width. Correct? Equals 1998. Correct, everybody? Okay, so now let's take a look at this one. So how to find out? So this is the same thing. We know the product of three numbers and we want to know the minimum of the sum. So the teacher said, make them the different, the better. So I just make the length is 1998 and the height is 1 and the width is 1. So plus together, maximum is 2000, right? But this time I want you to find out the minimum number. So how do I find out the minimum number? I want to make them the similar, the better. So how do we do it? We need to study this number first. So first of all, I know this number is divisible by 2, right? Because it's an even number. So 999. And divided by 3, 3, 3, 3. And divided by 3, 1, 1, 1. And 111 is divisible by 3 is 37. So 37 is a prime number. So I know 1998 equals 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 37. Because 37 is a prime number, I know it must be length, right? And in order to make them, the closer the better, I'm going to make the width is 6 and the height is 9. Don't you agree with me? Correct? So 6 times 9 times 37 equals 1,998. That is a volume. So the minimum height plus length plus width equals 6 plus 9 plus 37 equals 15 plus 37. So the smallest number is 52. Get it, boys and girls? Okay, so that is the best way to find out how to find out the minimum value. So this one, in a lot of so in the math competition, they won't ask you what is the minimum value of h plus width plus height. Okay, so I'm going to tell you. So this one, I make it easier for you. Okay, so how do we do this one if it is a real math competition question? What is the minimum value of the perimeter of this rectangular prism? Okay, so everybody, please do yourself. Okay, so 他要知道这个东西的周长是多少。Okay, so please take a look.
Carrie,
Yeah.
how do you even calculate the perimeter of a rectangle?
Yeah.
You don't know that? No, perimeter of the rectangular prism is the same thing. How many lines are there? Okay, let's take a look at this one. Ah, 我以为你们知道。So that's the same thing, okay? So if you have so just to calculate how many lines are there. So how many lines are there? There are like 12 lines. Okay. So 4 width, 4 length, and 4 height. 1 height, 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 right? The long one. And how many length? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many width? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get it, everybody? Okay, very good. So if you know that, we know that it's 6, 9, and 37, right? So basically, you can just plus them together equals 15 plus 37 equals 52, and what? 52 times 4 equals 208. Okay, very good. But the thing is, 在做平时的那些数学竞赛题目的时候，他不会来问你说，哦，what is the minimum value? Then they will hit that, right? They will tell you, or maybe they will ask you, what is the maximum value of the perimeter of the rectangular prism? So you will still need to know like what the question is asking you about. Understand? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, A, B, C, D are four natural numbers. Okay, A times B times C times D equals 400, 546. What is the biggest and the smallest possible value of A plus B plus C plus D? Okay. Okay, so I have received Gordon and I have received Daniel. So let's take a look at this one, okay? So we are going to find out the minimum and maximum, okay? Actually, for these kind of questions, maximum is easiest. Correct, everybody? Okay, maximum is easier because I can just make A equals 1, B equals 1, C equals 1, and D equals 546, and plus together equals 549. That is the maximum. Okay, so the smallest is actually, you need to study this number. Okay, so 546 is divisible by 2, right? So 273. And you know it's divisible by 3 and 91. So 91 is divisible by 7, so it's 13. So 2 plus 3 plus 7 plus 13 equals 25. That is the smallest number. Very good. Okay, I have received so many right answers. Good job. Okay, so now let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so we have a triangle 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 triangles. Okay, so please find out the minimum value of A, B, C, D. And we know the area of AOB is 4, and we know the area of, what I'm doing, SOD is 9. Okay. 画的有点丑，看起来不太对，对不对 ？Okay, I need to say that yeah, it's not true to the value.
Wait, Carrie, where's the S?
S is the area.
Oh,
So this one. This one is 4. And this one is 9.
Wait, and Carrie, is ABCD the perimeter of ABCD or is it the area?
Hmm?
Is it the area ABCD?
Area. Sorry. 这个图画的不太好，这道题目，可能小朋友做起来有点麻烦。我那个叫什么，给你们一张好一点的图再做吧，好吧？这个图画的不太好。Yeah, these two 图都画的不太好。Yeah, I'm going to do it later on. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Let's take a look at this one first, okay? To create a rectangle garden with 24 meters of fence. Okay, what is the biggest possible area of this garden? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so we have a rectangle of fence. 好，那个 fence 是不是这样子的，对不对 ？OK，那小朋友，老师问你们，这个 fence 是这样子呢，还是这样子呢，还是这样子越大 ？Okay, so obviously, when we are calculating an area of a rectangle, it's length times width, correct? And this 24 is the length of the fence, but actually it is also what? It is a perimeter of the garden, correct? So how do we calculate the perimeter? It's 2 times length plus width, correct? Okay, so we know the perimeter of this one is 24, correct? Okay, so we have length plus width equals 12, okay? So we want to know what is the maximum value of length times width equals 1. Okay, I have received 2 different kind of answer. Okay, some people tell me 35, some people tell me 36. Okay, so I think why some people give me 35, some people give me 36 is because they said, okay, the question asking you, rectangle garden, isn't it? Okay, but everybody, I want to ask you a very simple question. Is this square also rectangle?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Okay, because square is a special version of a rectangle. Square is rectangle, but rectangle is not square. You understand, everybody? So that's why it is okay to have length and width equals to each other. So the answer is 36. Get it? Okay. So now let's take a look at the next one. Okay. To create a rectangle garden with a 24 meters of fence, there is one side is the wall. Okay, you are going to build a rectangle garden against a wall. Okay, so what is the biggest possible value? Okay, boys and girls, your turn.
Biggest possible value of what?
Area.
What
Area.
area?
The area of the garden. Okay, I have received
Full
cents
shape, then how do you find the area?
Mhm.
Cause like, do you count the wall in as like,
yeah,
Oh.
you build the thing against the wall.
yeah, oh, okay, okay.
看清楚啊。Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Okay, so this question is different. Okay, because this is a width, this is a width, this is a length, and there's no, so we only have one side, two side, and three side. Correct? Okay, so that means 2 width plus length equals 24. Okay, so some students said, how about we still make this one 12 and this one 12, so will be 6 times 12 equals 72, correct? Okay, so let's see. How about, I know it is 3 lengths, right? How about I make them 8 plus 8 times, sorry, plus 8. It's still 24, right? And let's see, what is area? So 8 times 8 equals 64. 好，有些小朋友说，老师，啊，不对啊，这个72比64大呀。OK，那我们来看看。How about we have another one? Okay, so how about we have this one equals 10 and this one equals 14. Then we have this one is 7 and this one's 10. 70 still smaller than 72. Correct, everybody? Get it? Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. So I want you to think about it. Why this way is like that? And is it possible we can make it something even bigger or smaller? Every number need to be the whole numbers. Okay. 有没有可能？ So that is the biggest number. Okay. So let's see. So 如果 length equals 8. Okay. This one equals 6. So will be 8 times 8. Okay. So everybody, when you have 2 width and 1 length, you still equally share them between the length and width. Understand, everybody? Okay, so now let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Find the biggest possible value of 80x minus x squared and x times 10 minus 2x. The whole thing, it's not the biggest value of x, the biggest value of this equation. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. How do we do it? Okay, so everybody, I don't know if you ever know that. Is 80x equals 80 times x. Okay, so x squared equals x times x. Correct, everybody? So both of them have the time x. So can we just have times x out? So we have 80 minus x. Get it, everybody? Do you understand? Okay, so now let's take a look at this one, okay? So we are changing this equation into something times something, right? Okay, we have learned when two numbers times together, you want to make these numbers the same, the better, right? When they're the same, then they can have the biggest possible product. So let's see, one of them is 80 minus x, and the other one is x. So if x equals 1, 80 minus x equals what? 79. Correct? If x equals 2, then it's 78. So I immediately know that if x equals 40, 80 minus x equals 40. So 40 times 40 equals 1,600. Very good. So that is the biggest value. Correct, everybody? Okay, so if you understand this question, I would like you to see how do you do the number 2. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at this one, okay? So we have x times 10 minus 2x. So this time I'm a better, right? I'm better. I didn't give you 10x minus 2x squared, right? So I already gave you the one is two numbers times together. So how do we find out the smallest number? You can have a chart, 10 and x minus 2x. Get it, everybody? So when x equals 1 and 10 minus 2x equals 8, so the product will equals 8. And we can have x equals 2 and 10 minus 2x equals 6, and the product will equals 12. And let's see, 3 and 10 minus 2x equals what? Equals 4, and again it is 12. And how about when x equals 4 and 10 minus 2x equals 2 and still 8? So obviously we already have the minimum number. Sorry, maximum number is 12 and minimum number is 8. Get it, everybody? And I think Gordon is very good, okay? Gordon said either 2 or 3, very good. So there are actually two possible answers for x and 10 minus x, okay? So now, boys and girls, number 3 and number 4, I think you should know how to do it already. Okay, so everybody, let's take a look at the first one, okay? Yes, you can sharpen your pencil. Okay, so boys and girls, let's take a look at this one. So we have x times 40 minus x, isn't it? Isn't this right? Okay, so we have this one, so very easy. We have 20 times 20 equals 400. So that is the biggest number. When x equals 20, 4x minus x squared, having the maximum value, 400, right? Okay, so when x equals what? When x equals 1, they have the smallest value equals what? 39 times 1 equals 39. Correct? Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. X times 100 minus 25x, okay? So we can have a chart, x and 100 minus 25x, okay? And the product. So we have x equals 1 and 100 minus 25x equals 75. So the product is 75, correct? And let's see, when x equals 2 and 100 minus 2, x, 225x equals 50, so equals 100. Okay, so when x equals 3 and this one equals 75 equals 25 equals 75 again. So we have the maximum value equals 100. Correct, everybody? Okay, so it's when x equals 2 and when x equals 20, they have the biggest value. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so let's take a look at this one, okay? So if we make, this is the last question, okay? If we make the price of one product is $15, the total amount of selling will be 500 pieces. If we increase the price by $1, the amount of selling will be decreased by 20 pieces. Why? 因为这个东西贵了嘛，对不对？ So the more money 你们是愿意买，肯定就少一点的人喜欢买，对不对？ The cheaper, the more people want to buy, right? In order to make the sales value bigger, the better. How much should we sell this product for? Okay, everybody, remember. Okay, so let's take a look at this one, okay? If we make the price of the one product is $15, so we can have what? We can put 500 times 15 is $750 in my pocket, correct? Correct, everybody? Okay, if we increase the price by $16, $1, right? So it's $16. So we'll decrease by 20 pieces. 那是不是只有480 pieces could be sold, right? So 480 times 16 equals, oh, sorry, I have 7,680. Okay, though we sell less, but because every single product I make $1 more, actually I end up getting more money, correct? Correct, okay, everybody? So I don't know how much money I'm going to reach, but I want to have the bigger, the better, okay? So I can say, I don't know how much money is going to be increased by. I can say, I want to increase X dollars. Can we say that? Okay, so how much money we will get is equals what? Is 50 plus X, correct? Times what, everybody? Or we can just say we end up selling, yeah. So it's like that. Yeah, I just do X dollars. I sell it for X dollars, okay? So that means I increased by X minus 15, correct? Right? I increased by X minus $15. So I increased X dollars minus 15, okay? So everybody, how much money I will get? Is it X times 500 minus 20 times X minus 15, correct, everybody? Correct? Okay, so if I take them out, equals what? Equals 500 minus 20X plus 300. Okay, so it is X times 800 minus 20X. So I want to find out the maximum value of X times 800 minus 20x. Do you understand this one? Okay, I'm going to explain a little bit more. Okay, so 20 times x equals negative 20x, and negative 20 minus negative 15 equals positive 300. Okay, very easy. We're gonna make a chart. Okay, x and 100 minus 2x, sorry, 20x and product. Okay, I'm not going to try x equals 0, right? It's not making sense at all, right? So how about we just try when x equals 2? 20, I'm sorry, 20, correct? So x equals 20, 800 minus 20x equals 40, 400, correct? Correct? So the product will be 8,000. Okay, so let's try 80, so 21. So 21 is what? So equals 800 minus 420. So this one will be 380. Correct? So 21 times 380 equals 7,980. So obviously this one is better, but let's try 19 and 420. So 19 times 420 equals, 19 and, yes, 19 and 420. So 19 and 420 equals 7,980. So obviously we have the winner. So the winner. So Ollie, you think 18 and 440 is better? So let's see, 440 times 18 equals 7,920. So still 8,000 is better. Okay, so everybody, because 20 and 40 is closer to each other, correct? Okay, so and because 那有些小朋友说啊，11和380更近啊。But this is 200 times 300 something. Okay, go back to the earlier question. Remember, we have a 3-digit number times 2-digit number. We need to put the biggest number, the 6 to the 100 place. Get it, everybody? Okay, so still I know we need to put these two numbers, the closer the better. But still, you need to make sure the two numbers timed together, the 100 place and 10th place, you need to put the biggest number. 那你看这个题目里面4乘以1肯定没有4乘以2大呀，对不对？那这里呢20乘以300多，那肯定没有20乘以400多。Though they're closer, but still you need to look at the place value. Understand, everybody? Okay, so that is the final answer. Okay, so everybody, so today we have learned the biggest number and the smallest number. And I know a lot of students is going to have a very good summer vacation in China. So I now have 2 students still want to do the want to do Friday. Oh, so want to do July. And I'm still waiting for if everybody wants to still do the July. So we're going to continue with the July. If you don't want to do it, it's fine. We can just continue when you're back to Canada. So we can do September, we're back to the class. Okay, so I'm going to talk to your mom, but everybody, I want you to do this week's homework. And if you don't know how to do it, you can always ask me. And please send it to me through chat or through the Google Classroom. It doesn't matter. Okay, and that's it for today's class. And we're going to see each other next week or maybe next month. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Bye.